Well, it's late August 2026. My name is Andy Cotgreave. Welcome to episode 8 of the AI Analyst with a question mark, because I don't know what AI is doing to data analysts, analysis. That's what the whole point of this series is. If you're new to this, welcome along. My name is Andy. I am an author. I've got 2 best-selling books about dashboards and data apps. I write newsletters on Substack and on LinkedIn. And I speak and train and try and synthesize what's going on in the world of data analysis and to help everybody understand what's happening in the latest trends. Today, I have 2 special guests who will introduce themselves in a moment. And we're going to talk about a new platform called Trulip. Why is it built? How are the guys at Trulip and the men and women and everybody at Infotopics and Trulip fitting what they're building to customer needs rather than the hype machine? And then we're going to see the product. I believe this is going to be one of the first live product demos of Trulip ever seen. So that sounds pretty good to me. Put your questions and comments in the comments section wherever you're watching. But with that, let's introduce our guests. We have Klaus and Merlijn from Infotopics. Klaus, tell us a little bit about who you are.
Yes, hi everyone. Thanks, Andy, for having us here today. My name is Klaus, 48 years old. I live with my wife and my 2 daughters in the western part of Germany, close to the Dutch border. And I'm part of Infotopics apps for Tableau for almost 2 years now. I've been around in the Tableau ecosystem for almost 10 years, I think. And this is, of course, also where we met, Andy. Yeah, and I love what I do, helping our customers with our solutions and help them to make the most out of Tableau. And that's also what we want to talk about today.
All right, fantastic. And Merlijn, hello.
Yes, hello everyone. I'm sorry for my voice. I have a little cold, but my name is Merlijn. I am the CTO and founder of Infotopics apps for Tableau. And I live close to the German border, close to Klaus actually, which was a thing we found out when we became Tableau visionaries. I work with Tableau for almost 12 years. It's version 7, I think, that I first touched the product, and I'm still in love with it. And our company specializes in supercharging Tableau with game-changing writeback capabilities, powerful visualizations, and AI accelerations. And our company is known for products like Super Tables, which is a powerful table for Tableau where you can do pivoting, things like you can do in Excel as well. We also have products like Writeback Extreme, where you can create all the writeback use cases you have and integrate them in Tableau, and many more products. And we got companies using our products worldwide, from small companies to very big enterprises. So yeah, very happy to be in the call today and show you what we got.
Well, your voice sounds perfectly sounds to me, Merlijn. It sounds good. Maybe a little huskier than normal. I don't know. Anyway, well, thanks for the intros. So you alluded to it there, right? Infotopics is well known, particularly in the Tableau ecosystem, for the extensions you have, and you work in other platforms too. So why are you upsetting the boat, or upsetting your own equilibrium? What is Trulip, and why are you bringing it to the world?
Yeah, sure. So I think it's a year ago that we started thinking about this. So we have it's like around 17 separate products running individually in Tableau. And we thought in the long term, and one of the questions we had was, what if we combine all these powerful products we have, like puzzle pieces, and stitch them together? What would then happen? And we found out that if we bring our writeback engine, our data engine, all our visualizations, our pixel perfect reporting tool, and we bring it all together in one platform, we actually get an analytics platform. And that was the spark that we needed to start thinking like, hey, maybe we got something here. And besides that, we get more and more questions from our customers where they ask like, I'm using super tables and I want to be able to write back in my super table. I want to be able to type in the table. Well, we have Extreme. So if you combine the 2 together, you got a new product, or you get actually new functionality. And the same is for Power KPIs, where we actually had the same question, where people want to do forecasting in Power KPIs, or what if scenarios. For that, you also need Writeback Extreme. So that question came up multiple times from customers, and we thought, I think it's time. It's time to start merging everything together and think about all the possibilities that will give and new capabilities we can add to it.
That's incredible. So it's a standalone analytics platform.
Correct.
Is that right?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So, well, I think that you two know that I've been talking to Infotopics for months about Trulip, right? I think this is really exciting. There's a really great space for new platforms and new explorations. How does this fit then into sort of the ecosystem of non-Tableau customers or existing Tableau customers?
Klaus?
Yeah, that fits of course very well. I mean, we've been in the Tableau ecosystem since forever, and Trulip will also enable us or will enable use cases outside of the Tableau ecosystem as well. And this is something our customers have been asking for a long time already. So when they want to use super tables in their BI portals or on their Microsoft SharePoints, or wherever they need analytics, we are now able to do that with Trulip. And maybe the third reason, and I guess you are here for the AI thing, Andy, is of course AI that happened somehow. And we figured out that if we bring together what we have, all the building blocks, and bring also AI to it, we can create something really powerful. And this has, from my perspective, maybe three parts. First part, what Merlijn already mentioned, we have been bringing AI to our products. So for example, in super tables, and I will show you in a demo in a few minutes, we have AI summaries, we have generative fill to fill missing data, for example. So use cases of AI in our extensions. Secondly, what we see more and more is vibe-coded analytics apps appearing across organizations, not even mentioning LinkedIn. I think I cannot open my feed without seeing new extensions and new apps. So that is everywhere. And what we see at our customers also is that these are running on scattered infrastructure and bypassing established security and governance. And what we want with Trulip is to keep that incredible speed and creativity that AI brings, and provide a governed place to build and run these applications, because I think that is of course most important. And
go ahead.
Yeah, one last thing. So the third part is of course also that we want to use AI to run the platform itself, to help you navigate it, configure it, administer it, or explore your data conversationally. So that's all possible within Trulip, or also through your preferred AI assistant, through Codex or Claude or whatever you want to use. So we have an MCP server as well.
Okay, right.
So we tick a lot of boxes.
That's amazing. I as somebody who's now a solopreneur and just working on his own, vibe coding is brilliant because I don't have to worry about governance particularly. It's just like an infrastructure and an employee count of one. So all my vibe coded apps work fantastically. And I think it's really, I have to be really mindful that, most companies have like 50 people or more and thousands of companies, and my architecture systems are an absolute disaster. So with that AI aspect, so you're obviously hearing this a lot from your customers already. Do you get a sense that your customers are hearing the AI hype and ready to embrace it, or they're hearing the AI hype and thinking, "Oh heck no, we're not there yet"?
Yeah, I think if I take that one first, I think we've seen both. So we've done extensive beta testing with our existing customers of the new platform, and we've seen both people embracing the features and the options, opportunities that come with it.
Yeah.
But there's also a chance that there are customers who do not want to use AI at all in the platform. And this is also what we support. So Trulip can run without an LLM at all. Some wanted and asked for connecting local LLMs. They already trust that's also possible. Yeah, and what we want to do with the platform is that, we want AI to adapt to the way our customers work. And to their security requirements, and not the other way around. And we thought a long time about that term, AI on your terms, and we think that is something that resonates quite well with our customers at the moment.
Right, that's great. And Merlijn, I'm just going to show a comment from Mr. Fratello. I'm not sure if that's Tim, Tom, or Thomas, or something else, or Tina, I don't know. But anyway, the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. I think you alluded a little bit to this. All the extensions are coming together as one. Is that, and just on a practical perspective, that's kind of the pricing model behind Trulip, right?
The pricing model is going to drastically change. That will also be visible on our website when it launches. But I totally agree with the comment, and that's also why we're so excited about this. So yeah, it's correct.
Good. Excellent. All right. So, tell me more about this AI. What was the phrase you just had there, Klaus? AI where and when you need it.
AI on your terms.
AI on your terms, right? So what's the challenge then of building a platform that has this sort of scaling slider of AI in or not? I mean, we're going to see a demo in a minute, right? But how has that been a challenge to develop for? And tell me more about that.
No, not really, because we built a platform when AI existed. So we built it together with AI.
Right.
It's not a platform where we injected AI afterwards, but it's from the start. It's in the foundation of the product. And one of the things that we will see in a minute is that you can actually have, with generative AI, you can build applications or analytical dashboards, you could say, with AI, but you can also then in the interface change it yourself and do the changes you want. So it's not a black box, you throw something in and you get something out. It's actually, you can actually see the AI change the things when this goes live. And so basically it's AI is actually your companion helping you, and you can actually decide whenever you want to use it. It's not a requirement. So we're not a tool where you can only type to an AI. We're a tool where you can actually do both.
Right.
On your pace. That's important.
I really like that approach, because as I'm sure everyone watching knows, when the AI and the LLM is working great, it's just like this miraculous piece of magic. And then when it's doing the wrong thing, or you just want to click and drag on something, it's really frustrating if you're still forced to use some cumbersome chat interface. So I think that's a really good approach. I'll just take a specific question here from this person. How does it work for non-Tableau customers, right? Because your name, InfoTopics, is mostly known for apps for Tableau, but we're going independent with Trulip. So what's the positioning here?
Yeah, I can take that one. That will work quite fine. For non-Tableau customers, the platform can operate standalone. It's currently working as the backend for our extensions that we use in Tableau and in Power BI as well. But yeah, again, there is no, so we can support now also use cases outside of Tableau. So you would just license the platform. And for example, if you have an embedding use case, you can use super tables and just embed it wherever you need it. So that's, we think, pretty straightforward.
Yeah. So if I'm starting afresh or want to choose a new BI tool, I can go ahead with Trulip without any other BI tool. Is that right?
At some point in time, yes. We start with a Tableau edition.
Right.
As that's where a core of a company is. So we start with a Tableau edition where we use Tableau Virtual Data Sources, Tableau VDS as the backbone. So that's the trusted open source, and our platform is built on top of that. And based on the customer demands and the customer requests, we will adapt the product and make sure that it works for everyone and how they want to use it. Yeah.
All right. Well,
sorry, go ahead, to add to that, I mean, we are both wearing our shirts. We are deeply committed to Tableau. We want the platform to succeed, and it has brought us where we are right now. And we really feel that with our extensions before Trulip and with our extensions and Trulip after launch, we can do a lot to also help Tableau succeed, because and that is what we see at our existing customers together. So Tableau product and our products, they complete the picture, and this is what we are here for. But then, of course, like Merlijn said, we have to see what the needs of our customers are, and if there is a use case outside of Tableau, we can also support that.
Oh, that's great. Excellent. Well, I think it's time to take a look at Trulip. I want to see it. So, Klaus, if you want to share your screen while you're sharing that, trulip.com is your destination. I've spelled that correctly, have I not, Merlijn?
Yes. Yeah, you're correct. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, excellent. So, yeah, you can go there and join the waitlist. But for now, this is Trulip. I will hand it over to you, Klaus.
Yeah, welcome. I should have said Andy Cotgreave to Trulip. So this is the landing page where you end up when you go when you sign into the platform. And before we look into anything specific, we want to start where most our customers are already, and that is the extension gallery. And that is what Merlijn also mentioned in the first place. So Trulip is the platform to bring all our products together. So no need for separate installations, separate servers running the extensions, but everything in one place, governed and secured by our platform. That's one thing. And this gallery shows all the product that we have, and you can use them like you always did. So take, for example, the super tables, which is our most popular extension. Download the T-Rex, use it as a dashboard extension or as a Viz extension. If you're on the right Tableau version, and that is more or less unchanged. It's a simplification of how to use our products. And just to give you an example how that looks like, Merlijn also mentioned the combination of writeback and super tables. And this is what you see here. This is a Tableau dashboard. I will show you in a second. We're on Tableau Cloud. And this is a super table where I have some fields, category, subcategory, product name. And we all know that manufacturer is a grouped field in Tableau. So that's maybe not ideal. If new products come in, you get the other label, or if you don't enable that one, you get blanks. And this is what we have here. One use case of AI in our product is the generative fill. So what we can do here is we can say fill a manufacturer based on product name. So we send this information to the LLM, and it will then come up with suggestions for the manufacturer in this case. And it found out Premier, Martingale, and ACME, which seems pretty perfect to us. We can apply these changes, and what then happens in the back is that these values are stored in our writeback table. We can reuse that information in a visualization or do some post-processing to update this manufacturer thing. So one very specific use case of one of our extensions, and in this case, super tables in combination with writeback plus AI as a feature in one of our products. So this has been available for quite some time already. But if you have watched closely, there's something new, and that is this part, the Embed Now button. And I will just hit it on Buit. And what this will do, it will create an analytics view using the extension. And next thing I will do is to connect to a data source, my trusted Tableau data, then configure the extension, drag on a few fields and maybe some sales here, do some really rough formatting. So you see this is a fully interactive super tables already. And I'm done. I have a super table that I can then share and embed wherever I want. I can even bring that experience back to Tableau as a Tableau dashboard extension. Yeah, so with this, we support the use cases outside of Tableau as well. Yeah, and
so I could now could I embed that in just on a company internal web page now?
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can still connect to your trusted Tableau data and embed it wherever you need it.
And we got an embedding API as well, so you can actually also have external filtering and do cross-site filtering as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and this experience is of course not limited to super tables or to our extensions. So we have a full gallery of objects that we can use here, including all of our extensions, some default chart types as well. So let's add a simple bar chart. It's connected to the same data source. Let's bring this in like that. And we have full interactivity, of course, as well from the start. Yeah.
And if I embed that one, I'm the embed. So that extension is now table and bar chart as one extension, right? Yeah.
This is a dashboard, yes. It's
yeah.
Page one of the app, yes.
And that's new, right? Because extensions used to be, it's like I'm downloading the super table, I'm downloading the KPI tree, I'm doing they're all separate extension downloads, right?
This is brand new, yes.
Amazing.
And so it's not only extensions anymore, it's extensions, visualizations, and maybe you can actually scroll a little bit more there, Klaus.
Yeah, yes, of course.
Fully interactive dashboarding platform.
Yeah, maybe let's have a look at one example. So this is and because we love Tableau, this is running on Tableau, this is a fully working interactive analytics application, multi-page, connected to a Tableau data source. And the tabs you see here at the bottom, these are actually our tabs and not the Tableau tabs. So we are paging through the different pages of our Viz Analytics dashboard. Yeah, and of course this is fully interactive. You can set filters. You can click the elements to update the tables, like you've always done and known also from Tableau.
So just to echo back what you're saying, just to be sure, so what I'm looking at here is a 4-tab multiple view data application.
Yes.
Which from Tableau's perspective is just one extension that you added to a dashboard view in Tableau. Right?
The reason why we put it in a Tableau dashboard here is because we have quite a lot of customers that use multiple BI tools.
Yeah.
But there's always one single source of truth where you want to go to. So you want to go to one platform where you do your analytics. So we thought, okay, if we're using Tableau Virtual Data Source and we bring that additional capabilities to Tableau, it would be the best to just be able to embed it back into Tableau so the end user still have that same experience, like going to Tableau, opening up the dashboard, and in the water, they're actually looking at our dashboard, but that doesn't matter. It's part of the whole ecosystem. And the dashboard creator gets that new experience, that blazing fast, lightweight dashboarding experience, what we are providing. And it's also going to be fully generative as well. So, and that's the things that the gaps that we're filling here.
Yeah.
What do you mean by fully generative? Sorry, Klaus, we'll come back to.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Yeah, so one of the things that we will show a little bit here, but one of the things we're still at the moment building out and finalizing is that you were able to go to trulip.com, to your Trulip environment, and you can just tell the AI, Viz AI, what do you call it, can you build me a full generative app, multi-page, with a sidebar, with menu items, that helps me as a CEO do my sales or look at MRR data, and it will generate multi-page dashboards with multiple charts, with custom HTML components, sidebars, logos, titles, the whole thing. And that experience is quite game-changing. And then be able to do that on the Tableau virtual data source. So you still have that trusted data layer under it. And it goes through our data engine. It's quite remarkable.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Okay. Well, I think Klaus, carry on.
Yeah, and I just wanted to add, and still that first part, having all our applications available in one platform is also very strong, because, for example, in this case, you look at a IBCS certified financial table, which is also incredibly powerful application for CFOs to also support IBCS reporting. And yeah, we make all these applications, or think of Power KPIs. We wrote a chapter in your book about that one as well.
We did.
So it's just making all these extensions available through the platform is as game changing as the generative part of Trulip, in my opinion.
That's fantastic. Okay, sorry, just before you carry on, I've got a couple of questions. Rod from Dallas is asking about mapping and geospatial analytics. Is that support in there?
We got basic mapping in it, but of course, I think the fun thing is we have a geospatial university graduated developer in the company.
Right.
So you bet that this feature is going to be super good.
Yeah. Excellent. I hope that answers your question, Rod. And data source connectors, I think you've alluded to this, but do you want to answer that specifically?
Yeah, currently it's Tableau virtual data sources. And of course, what a customer demands is what we will open up to later. Yeah.
Right. Cool. All right. Okay. Klaus, back to you.
Yeah. So this gives you like an overview of what it does, and maybe let's go back here, because it's so much fun to work with this analytics builder, and it's really crazy powerful. And let me show you around a little bit. I already mentioned we support charts, all kind of bespoke charts as well. We have all the extensions available. We support any extension also from partners. You can just drag a T-Rex file onto the canvas and it will just work. So we are also open for that. And then at the end, we have some also cool features like a powerful HTML component where you can really create also generative experiences for KPI cards, for example, and that is just fun to use. What I want to show you is this here. So as I mentioned, Viz AI is, or AI is also helping you to navigate the platform, and you can also talk to your data conversationally. And this is what I will do now. I've prepared a little prompt. Let's put that here. So I'm interested in my top 10 customers by sales, which is a common use case. And the AI is building a little chart, I assume. And we have also a text component. And what we see a lot is that we have like these conversations with your data that then somehow end into nothing. So you keep asking the same questions. And I assume many people have the same questions. And why would you not just share a dashboard, for example, that answers this question? And this is something that we can do here. So we have this nice insight. And what if we could just drag that over here? Ooh, wow. Yeah, that's cool. So we can get that finding, that insight from our sidebar, and even this element we can also move over here. And then let's just let's bring a filter to this, and let us use the same data source and filter it by category, for example. Then it will also update the names, of course, and it will also update the qualitative description of the result. And we find this super powerful, because this way you can find the insights in a conversation with your data, and also save it and share it with colleagues, to let them also know about the findings that you have. And then on top of
no, go on.
I can see that you also find this exciting. So what do you want to ask?
Well, it just seems so fluid, right? And then at the end of all of this, you could just be like, okay, I'll embed it somewhere or download it as a T-Rex, and it's done, right? I mean, that just feels like such a hard process. That it's been so hard to do that for 15, 20 years. So
correct. And maybe it's good to mention that everything you see here is a real demo. There's nothing fake.
Oh yes,
So
good. I like real code. So okay, but here's one challenge. When I'm, when we vibe code stuff, or when we're using AI, and so I've got my bar chart. That's awesome. Often I find it's maybe 80% of the way there, right? And then that last 20% can be quite challenging. So how can I play with what's on screen without using an AI chat box? How can I audit what's happened and make tweaks if I'm a coder and using code?
So you asked without an AI chatbot. Let me nevertheless first open this one. So each element on the dashboard can be opened, and we can have a targeted conversation with this element. Yeah, so I could ask it now to change the color, or change the labels, or change the orientation of the chart. But you were interested in something more manually. I've heard from your question. We can do that as well. Yeah, so we have. Let's take the bar chart here that has the elements here, or let me maybe go to this one. And we have extensive formatting options, so you can change the data, of course. We have titles, we have even, and this is a nice thing, rounded corners for the bars. Not sure about visualization best practice here, but we can do it, and I think it's also fun to do. You can control actions, you can control the whole color thing, interactions, and for example, add a custom palette here, to give it the touch that you want it to have.
That's fantastic. And could I even play with the code underneath if I wanted
to? Not for this component.
Right.
I mean, what changing the code underneath will result to is just changing these elements. Merlijn, do we have direct access to the code beneath this?
I think you mean the HTML component. That is.
Yeah, I mean, I realize I'm asking for the world now, right? If I wanted to directly write markup language or some weird code, is that possible?
If you want it, Andy, we can fix that. No problem. But what we're trying to do is make it easier for the people that don't really code, and give them a. But I do like the question. Of course, this whole thing in the end returns into a object, right? So this whole dashboard. And that's also the thing that AI understands, and you also understand. So you can actually play with that.
Yeah. I think that these are product strategy decisions, right? Isn't it? Because you could implement something that only works through a chat interface, what you've got here is very similar and reminiscent of the control you'd have in a Tableau interface. Some platforms are giving sort of notebook and granular code level access, but as you've alluded to there, Merlijn, who's your audience, right? Eventually, that latter end of that spectrum is the hardcore coders, which not everybody is or wants to be, right? So,
no, exactly, no.
Yeah.
Klaus, carry on.
Yeah, maybe to show you one last thing. In the extension section, we also have studio visuals. And let me just bring this forecast panel in. And what that does is, so I managed to almost break it.
It's demo skills.
Demo time. We're fine.
Yeah, so let's increase this a little bit. And let's make this an actual planning application and drag on region and sales. And this is very similar to what we've seen at the last conference in San Diego. And this is an extension generated by Trulyp Studio, which is our extension builder application or tool that I will show you in a second. And this one now is a forecasting tool where you can change a value. I can give this a good comment that I find in my database. So this is the Andy change and commit the change. And this is a writeback. Yeah, this is a writeback application. And if I'm not mistaken, I will find this Andy change in my database 15. Yeah, so that is the timestamp. So writeback directly within or writeback applications in analytics or in Tableau as well. And this is coming from Viz Studio. That's the tool that can generate any Viz extension building on top of the experience that we've been collecting for the past 8 years, plus writeback, so you can generate writeback applications here, like the forecast panel you've just seen. And this is also what I'm going to do now. So I'm copying over my prompt. I go back here, create a new Viz extension, paste the prompt, and let it start building. That takes a second, and I can show you in the meantime an example that I prepared yesterday. So this is pretty much the same, a similar forecasting panel. I'm using in Tableau. I'm using the month. I'm using sales as my current forecast. I have a reference value. I'm filtered down my years to 2026. And I can do the same here, make the Andy change again, commit the change, and I have that writeback data in my database where I can further process it or use it back in my visualization or wherever I need it. That's
groundbreaking, because we're not announcing this, but this is a groundbreaking piece of technology. You just have to say it. We now give the user the ability to generate any custom visual for Tableau or for Trulip Analytics. So if you have a custom wild idea you want to build in Tableau that takes maybe 20 worksheets to build, like you put things on top of each other and you want to do around, and it's everything you want to do. We all know how that goes. You can now just explain it to Viz Studio and it will just build the thing for you. You drag it in Tableau and 2 minutes later you're done. And it's incredible. And it's built fully on our platform. It's built on our knowledge. It's built on all our guardrails. And it understands like how to build an extension, how to use our technology, there's actually a little settings pane in the top right. So it actually understands how to add settings to this. So I can change colors and all kinds of things. It is quite magnificent what we can able to do with this. And actually, I'm very looking forward to what customers will do with this, because this is not part of Trulip. And it's just, this is what you will be able to do as well with the platform. And this is one of those, the total is greater than the sum. This is one of those examples.
Yeah,
But,
and to add to that, this also changes a little bit how we work, of course, because so far there is a never-ending stream of feature requests. So our customers, they use our products in incredible ways, but they always want more. And so far we always kept adding more features to our existing products. But with this, we enable our customers to just solve this need by themselves, by using the platform, and just generate that very, very specific feature, that very specific application they need in their workflows. And this is really amazing. So we are very happy about this.
Yeah, and maybe it's important to also mention that Viz Studio generates it, and that code that it generates is running in the backend and the architecture of our platform. So it's behind our authentication layers, behind our authorization layers. It is secured. Our product runs fully on premises or on SaaS. We have both options. So if you run it fully on premises, these extensions run offline in your architecture after they have been generated by your local LLM, for example. And so the whole trust and security is one of those things that we have. It's one of the main pillars of this product.
Yeah.
I think I had questions on governance, and you've pretty much covered it there. Just a question from Kyle. Again, alluded to, but I think it's still good to have more clarity on this. For embedding into other apps, do you need access to Tableau and or Trulip? What does somebody need at the moment and maybe in the future?
So for now, you need Trulip, right? And because Trulip Analytics is at launch built with Tableau virtual data sources, you need Tableau virtual data sources. However, there's multiple questions in the chat about non-Tableau. So please connect with us so we can have a conversation what your requirements are and your needs, and we can see what we can do for you and how fast we can do that.
Yeah.
And I've worked with you guys a long time. You're a small, tight, and responsive organization. So I can vouch for that. Klaus, what else is there to show?
Yeah, maybe to kind of close the demo, and since we talked a lot about governance, security, so we put a lot of effort into this part specifically, and to build that trust, we have a feature to trace what the LLMs are doing in the back end. And you remember, this is my prompt: what are the top 10 customers by sales? And we can fully show the different, starting from the prompt, the different tools, the context that was taken into account, the results till the end that was created. And here we have Sean Miller. We all know him and love him. So we can trace every single step. And we do a lot of business in regulated industries, and they really have specific questions about this stuff. And that's why we have it in it or in the product, because we can show what our tools do. We can everything is auditable. Maybe that's not the most exciting part for the demo, but we have everything that you need for a enterprise application that also runs in regulated industries.
I've in the past made comments on this and other things that governance is the most boring thing ever. I'm not a governance guy. But
so you can help us. You can help us with a demo on that topic, maybe.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think this is absolutely brilliant, right? I genuinely, because all these AI platforms, they're such black boxes, right? And yeah, if I'm a regulated organization or just have got really, I'm strict, I'm doing what is right on governance, then I don't want I want to know how mistakes might appear, and if mistakes appear, I want to be able to trace them back to fix them, right? And I've not seen anything like this in other AI BI or BI platforms yet. So I think it's great.
Yeah, and this is not new to us, because we know this logic and thinking from writeback, because it's very much the same. So whenever there is a record added to some table somewhere, that needs to be auditable. So we have that long time experience, and we can just roll it out to the AI part as well.
That's amazing. Excellent. Right. Was there any more on the demo, or should we wrap up with some more philosophical questions?
Yeah, I think that's it for the demo. Maybe Merlijn, do you want to share what else is in the making at the moment?
There's two things cooking at the moment.
Can I stop sharing my screen?
Yeah, two things cooking, which I'm very, very excited about, but they're not in the product right now. They're coming soon. So one is the communication layer. So we already have the mail scheduler where you're able to create pixel perfect reporting and bring dashboards into your inbox or collaboration platform like Teams and Slack. So highly personalized reports in your inbox as images or PDF or actually Excel files, data exports. Great, brilliant tool. And again, here we talk about the sum and the wool. If we bring that into this platform, you can imagine what kind of functionality that brings to the table. If we start adding pixel perfect reports into this analytics platform as well, we start bringing the scheduler that's in there, that's super advanced, to do subscriptions, to do workflows, automation, push out information to Teams, Slack, all the other channels. It's all in that product already. So that's one thing that's coming. I'm very excited about. And the other one is data insights. So Trulip automatically analyzes your data already, and it serves as the insights that matters to you. So for example, where profit is unusually low, or where regions need attention, or sales suddenly starts to increase, for example. And these are not just LLM observations. They are built from real data sources with real queries, semantic profiling, scoring with evidence blocks. There's all kinds of statistics only behind running. And we want to launch this as well. So you get data insights on if it's Tableau virtual data sources or any other data source that we will support in the future, will have those insights. And you can imagine the communication layer can bring those insights to your mailbox or to your Teams and Slack if things happen, and explain it to you in a good sentence or a good brief explanation. You can click it, and underneath you will see a analytics dashboard with more details. So again, we combine it all together. You click it, you get more details with real charts that actually explains the story of the insight. So that is coming as well. I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, there's a lot of work to be done, right?
Yes, but there's also a lot of work that's been done. So
that's amazing. All right, well look, the demo is great, and people can go to Trulyp.com. What happens when they get there?
They see a beautiful page and they should join the waitlist. Top right button.
Right, okay.
Join the waitlist, and also feel free to contact us through LinkedIn or through our website, apps4tableau.com.
All right. So going ahead to that page at the end, I guess let's finish with a couple of really general questions, right? AI is disrupting everything. As I speak, Bill Gates has just published a really long essay saying we need to have some human reserved areas where humans need to carry on working. It's a good essay. Go read it. How do you think the role of the data analyst is going to change? What's it going to look like in 3 to 5 years' time? Who wants to take that?
I can start. Andy, I loved so much learning Tableau and spending days and nights on creating Sankey charts, for example. I still remember my first Sankey chart. That was a project to do it, and really I cannot see people doing that anymore, which is kind of a pity, because it taught me a lot about the tool. But why would I do that today? So I think that has changed already. I think the willingness to create these hacks and put so much effort into one single little piece of a dashboard, I think that will go away. You mentioned vibe-coded apps, which is fun to create. I think we are on a good way to enable generative experiences in our platform. Of course, others do that as well. But I think that has already changed the way analysts work and will change it even more. But of course, we want to stay in control. So that's an important part. You didn't ask, or you haven't asked for the role of the end user, the business user, and there I'm not 100% sure yet, because we see both at our customers. Business users still working very, very traditionally, if that's a term, if I can say it like that. Also still exporting to Excel and do the stuff themselves. And we, of course, see business users that have conversations with their data. So I think there it's not yet decided yet, but yeah, of course, I think with all the applications coming up, like ours, for example, we try to reach the ultimate goal, to give the right data into the hands of the end user, because it's not about the analysts, it's about the decision makers. And this is also what we build our tools for.
Amazing. Merlijn, anything to add? What do you think?
It's changing so fast. Like, I still remember when I started to use Tableau, people said like this tool is 100 times faster than the ones that are currently in the market. I think it was compared to a traditional old camera where you can only take one picture, and in Tableau it's digital. You can just create new one, delete, create new one. And now people actually say like, Tableau is too complex. It takes too long to build a dashboard. It's like, so the world is changing. We're getting used to that dopamine of AI that you just type something and it generates something incredible. But we still also need to be able to build dashboards that you can 100,000% trust. If I'm a company that is running in like a big public company, and I make a mistake because AI made there's something wrong with the dashboard, right? That can have huge consequences.
Yeah.
So I need to be able to go to a dashboard where I'm 1,000,000% sure that it just works, it's correct, the data is correct, the answers are correct, it's verified. And I think that part will not change. But then again, I think I'm talking about the end user again, not necessarily the developer. But the developer, I think that's the answer. It's changing drastically. We all go to the AI, and that's why we built Trulip, to support that dopamine of generating new stuff, and also help them be able to integrate it in their companies, organizations in a safe, secured, and governed way. And I think that's the most important. That last part is super hard.
Yeah,
if you
indeed.
Don't know how to develop, I'm sure you're gonna make data leaks. You're gonna help your company become So we want to prevent that part and help them generate cool stuff and do it in a safe way, basically.
Yeah, brilliant. Right. Well, we're just about at time, so I'm going to leave two questions hanging. First of all, did the previous BI leaders leave it too late to get on the AI train? I'm going to leave Klaus and Merlijn. You can answer that one in the comments after the event. And then the other one, I agree with everything you two just said. I think that one question is, if tinkering in the old days and hand pixeling these things, they taught you a lot. You just said they taught you a lot, Klaus. So now if you vibe code them, do you ever learn that nuance of actually perfect, a really effective communication? I think that's a really big risk, but I know you guys think that's a big risk too. But I'm going to leave those hanging as unanswered questions. Before we wrap up, just very quickly, next episode of the AI Analyst is going to be a very philosophical one. We've got Elijah Meeks, co-founder of DVS and Confluent and Semiotic, talking about data communication with AI, but we're going to dig deep into some of these questions we've just left hanging. With that, one final plug. Where do we go? Where do people go if they want to? Well, it's on the screen, right? Trulyp.com. That's the destination to get on the waitlist. Is that right, Klaus?
Correct.
Yes. Yes,
All right,
of course, you
fantastic.
also find us on LinkedIn if you want to reach out directly. We're around. You will find us.
Yeah. Yes, go find them. Brilliant. All right. Well, with that, Klaus and Merlijn, thank you so much for bringing Trulip to the AI Analyst. Really excited to see what happens when you go live. But for now, go on the wait list. And to everybody watching, thank you so much for joining us for episode 8. And see you next time for episode 9 with Elijah Meeks. Take care, everybody, and enjoy your day wherever you are.